André Frassa pour le groupe Les Républicains.
N'en rajoutez pas là, tout est plein. Merci, Monsieur le Président. Ma question s'adresse à Monsieur le ministre de l'Europe et des Affaires étrangères. Monsieur le ministre, depuis plus de 30 ans, le conflit qui ensanglante la région du Kivu et plus largement l'Est de la RDC ne cesse de préoccuper la communauté internationale sans pour autant qu'elle prenne une position claire et sans ambiguïté. À chaque action des milices, à chaque drame, une condamnation, un soutien et rien de plus. Avec la prise de Goma par le M23, nous atteignons un point de bascule. Là encore, il n'y a eu qu'un soutien à la RDC et une condamnation du M23 et du Rwanda. Hier, notre ambassade à Kinshasa et plusieurs autres ont été les cibles d'attaques inadmissibles. Pour autant, ces actes condamnables en disent long sur la perception par l'opinion locale de l'inaction de la communauté internationale face aux crimes de guerre commis en République démocratique du Congo. Alors, n'est-il pas temps, Monsieur le Ministre, d'aller au cœur et au fond du problème, c'est-à-dire de prendre enfin des sanctions ciblées contre le M23 et surtout contre les deux pays qui le soutiennent et l'arment depuis bien trop longtemps, à savoir l'Ouganda et le Rwanda.
Monsieur le ministre de l'Europe et des Affaires étrangères, pour répondre à la question, Monsieur Barrot.
Monsieur le Président, Mesdames et Messieurs les sénateurs, Monsieur le Sénateur, avec vous, je veux rendre hommage aux agents et aux diplomates de notre poste à Kinshasa qui a été pris d'assaut hier, dont un des bâtiments a été incendié, ce qui me permet de rappeler qu'ils sont bien souvent en première ligne pour défendre nos intérêts dans des situations extrêmement difficiles et que leur engagement, leur dévouement et leur courage forcent notre admiration et notre respect. S'agissant des événements que vous évoquez à l'est de la République démocratique du Congo, la France condamne fermement l'offensive menée par le M23 et soutenue par les forces armées rwandaises. Elle porte atteinte à l'intégrité territoriale et à la souveraineté congolaise. Elle aggrave une crise humanitaire qui est d'ores et déjà la deuxième, la plus grave sur toute la planète, en ayant provoqué depuis le début de l'année plus de 400 000 déplacements de population, après les 2 millions de personnes déplacées l'année dernière, et en mettant à rude épreuve les forces onusiennes, la MONUSCO qui sur place protège les populations civiles et dont 3 casques bleus ont d'ores et déjà payé de leur vie leur engagement au service de leur protection. Dans ce contexte, la France se mobilise. Le président de la République, ces derniers jours, s'est entretenu avec les 2 chefs d'État ainsi qu'un certain nombre d'autres dans la région pour créer les conditions du rétablissement du dialogue. Au Conseil de sécurité des Nations Unies, nous avons soutenu la République démocratique du Congo dans sa demande d'organiser 2 réunions d'urgence et nous avons porté une déclaration dans laquelle les agissements du M23 soutenus par les forces armées rwandaises sont condamnés ouvertement et sans aucune forme d'ambiguïté. Et avant-hier, à Bruxelles, c'est sous notre impulsion que la haute représentante de l'Union européenne a à son tour condamné cette offensive et appelé à un cessez-le-feu immédiat. Vous le savez, jusqu'à présent, c'est le processus de Luanda qui a organisé la relation entre RDC et le Rwanda, et c'est le processus de Nairobi qui a organisé les relations entre le RDC et les groupes rebelles dont le M23 fait partie. Ce sont des médiations qui auraient dû porter des fruits et qu'il faut continuer de soutenir, mais en tout état de cause, c'est par le dialogue et par la diplomatie que une solution sera trouvée à l'escalade à l'est de RDC, et à plus long terme, c'est en s'attaquant aux causes profondes du conflit, qui sont des causes de nature économique, de nature minière, que la région pourra retrouver la paix, la stabilité et la prospérité.
Monsieur Frassa.
Monsieur le ministre, on condamne, mais il manque l'essentiel. C'est-à-dire que, rien que pour vous rappeler, l'Union européenne finance à hauteur de 20 millions l'armée rwandaise pour intervenir au Mozambique, sans aucune garantie ni aucun contrôle que ce financement n'aille pas ailleurs. Le Rwanda est un exportateur de coltan, alors il n'y en a pas 1 gramme sur son sol. Et 60 à 80% des réserves mondiales de coltan se trouvent, comme par hasard, à l'est de la RDC. Là aussi, il y a quand même de quoi s'étonner qu'il n'y ait pas de sanctions là-dessus. Je relaye et je fais au nom de 95 parlements francophones l'appel solennel à ce qu'il y ait des sanctions. Ce serait l'honneur de la France d'être à la tête de demandes de sanctions contre l'Ouganda et contre le Rwanda. Ce serait son honneur.
To us, we will certainly, put it across for our guests here in the studio. And CY is still there, by the way. So he's going to interject whenever needed. Okay, guys, coming back to you, Raphael.
Yeah.
Just give us an update and tell us how risky this business of Eastern Congo to the integrity and welfare of the Congolese people. Give us what at stake.
It's been a long time and people have been killed, so we are now counting around 12 million people died in eastern parts of Congo. So they've been coming slowly. Now, the last 6 months was very bad for the situation, the security in the region. So now that just coming to try to get what they want to get is just mineral things, and everything they found in their way, they take it. So women have been really raped, kids are killed, so many people have been killed. So as I said before, is around 12 million people been killed. So the situation in the region is very bad. Now they arrived in Ngoma. So in Ngoma, people doesn't have water, no food. So where we can get water, there is nothing. So
Ngoma is now completely overrun by M23.
They still have some military forces, the government forces inside, but they are kind of hiding. But 100% is controlled by the rebels of M23.
Are they moving anywhere else in the country?
Oh yeah, they're trying to go around Bukavu. Now they're moving.
You mean up north?
Yeah,
south.
South.
Down south.
Yeah, okay, down south. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but they are there. They did a meeting last time. So, there are the problem is the wire is not really. The communication is very with wrong things. So many things. So we had a chance to talk with people inside Ngoma. We asked them and say, "Don't worry, they are here. The rebels are here." So we can't come in front of people lying like.
No, but I mean, it will appear to seeing what is happening in Ngoma that the people residing in Ngoma were happy to welcome the M23. Isn't that a failure of governance?
I don't think they are really happy because we never know. You know, people are sometimes they're scared of the weapons. When you show them a weapon, they say, they give you an applause just to keep their life safe. But we don't know. But there are some people that are in the side of rebels. So. Yeah, okay. I don't know if you can say something about that. But
yeah,
for me, I don't think older people are happy to welcoming them. No, I don't think so.
Okay, what is your take on this, Yannick?
I just wanted to add on what he's saying with regard to the popularity of the so-called. I really feel bad when they call them rebels based on what the dictionary tells us. Because the thing is, they are not popular in the GOMA. And I'll just give you an example. There is this country in Africa, which I'm not going to name, and the president went into a certain village saying that, if you are not voting for me, the computer will show me and will be hunting you down, guys. And the whole village voted for that guy because they believe that the computer can tell everything. Yes. So with what is happening in the Congo now, there is a price of not coming to their rally. And that price could be your life. Remember, again, people have been hiding in their houses for more than 16 days, And when there's a chance of at least seeing what's outside look like, they just go for it, but they're not with them.
That might probably not be entirely true. I mean, that's what you feel.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't be locked up in your house for 16 days without coming out. And when you come out, you start singing hallelujah. You see, it's all down to bad governance.
That's good.
That's pervasive in the continent of Africa. I mean, for DRC to lose important region, Ngoma, it's a big thing.
Yes.
So, I mean, you can't just people are locked for 16 days and inside and all that type of thing. That is not entirely true. Maybe they were looking for liberators and they see M23 as one. Maybe there was absence of governance in Ngoma and they see one and they say, okay, they will embrace them. Because it couldn't be worse than that. And still, because there are so many other interests in DRC, especially in that Goma region, because that's where the mineral resources are concentrated.
Strategic minerals.
Yeah. So that's why everybody has interest in that. I mean, like Kaseka just sent, say even the Russian, the USA, everybody, all the powers of this world concentrated in that area. So if the president of DRC was working well, he would have made sure that
Chisekedi.
No, what they say?
Chisekedi?
No. The one that
M23.
is the golden egg. It should have been preserved. Use the whole military might of DRC to wait off the intruders. Why did they allow it to fall like that easily?
Yeah. Think if I love to come to that one, I'll really join your point of view, what you've just said. Bad governance is number one problem, which is causing all this happening. And before we had a break, somebody mentioned about Kinshasa neglecting that side of the country, which is correct. All that Kinshasa knows about that place is signing contracts for minerals and not investing, nothing at all. And the total absence of governance is there. And with this, I would like to come with this theory of military density. Congo is a country with the size of, let's say, 2,345,000 plus kilometers square.
Yeah.
So if you take the size of Congo, divide to its military, this is a theory which I was just studying, you come to realize how many, either the police forces or the military or the intelligence service per kilometer square in Congo is one military chopped 5 pieces. So Congo has failed itself with the this military density, which I've just explained how you get the military density, the size of the country, divide by the number of the security apparatus.
Okay.
And again,
I understand this very well, if you don't mind me coming in here. Yes, realistically, particularly with the poverty of infrastructure and the nature of the landscape itself is not the easiest in the world. Yes, we understand this. But I don't want this to drag into the issue of governance and why, because this is going to be a different topic altogether. Maybe, you can take us into what's the way out of this crisis. Just give us hints. I know you wouldn't have the the golden bullet in it, but give us indication. You, two of you, as Congolese, just let us. How do you see the way out of this crisis? Now we've touched on why is this happening. We singled out all the reasons. We want to see, is there any future for Congo? Is Congo going to exist? If so, how this in the end will be sorted out? Because we've seen the intervention of the outside world. UN missions, name them. We've seen South African troops, we've seen Zimbabwe. East African SADC, we've seen before them.
I mean, it still involves governance, no matter the way you look at it.
Yeah, we know this. There's no dispute, so it's no point really on repeating this, because we all agree that I said this is why. And but what's the way out?
Very good. The way out for this is if the Congolese government should take its responsibility. And by
Exactly.
responsibility, I'm trying to say the active role of the government, which is totally down. Congo is a failed state.
Has it come to that?
They've come to that because I think for those who governs Congo, their definition of being a country is just have a national football team and having a national anthem, having a flag, but being a state
And
is
the
more than
privileges that come with it.
So there's this culture of happy few who are based in Kinshasa.
Yeah.
They don't behave if they are Congolese themselves. They behave if they are, even the government of Congo itself, it behaves as if it was another entity within many entities fighting for the control. So that's the problem. So number one, there's nothing we can say that SADC can do for the Congo, East Africa, or whoever the United Nations, if the Congolese government themselves, the Congolese themselves, they don't take the matter into the thing. And again, when
Have they come out with any sort of vision to Congo, the Congolese, I mean the elites of Congo themselves? They are looking at all this, and probably they understand it more than anyone else. So what is being put on the table over there? Come on, is it confederation? Is it different? Are you aware of any sort of vision to how to take Congo into the future out of this crisis?
To take Congo to the future out of this crisis, number one, they should sort out the military issue. By military issue, they should stop, first of all, the general being part of the business community. Okay. So in the Congo, the generals are into the mining.
Proper civil society, proper civil governance.
Yes. That's number one. And for the generals to behave like that and not doing the only war that the generals in Congo have won, it was the war in front of bottle of Jack Daniel and women. But doing their job,
very damning.
The army in Congo is a joke. There's no structure, and we've got generals everywhere who does nothing.
They've never fought any war
without winning any war. That's the problem.
That's even brings me to the question: why the tiny Rwanda? See the size of Congo.
Yeah. Before you come to that, I would like to hear about the future and how this.
Yeah. But that's part of the future.
From Raphael, if you don't mind.
That's part of the future too. Why is tiny Rwanda disturbing Congo?
Yeah, but Rwanda is just there is the European Union is behind Rwanda. Mm-hmm. That's the problem. Rwanda is not fighting. We Congolese are fighting not only with Rwanda. We are fighting with America, British, England. We're fighting with France. We are fighting with all those people behind, because the coltan, all the diamond they're taking there. They are selling them here in European since a few years. Rwanda is got now coltan transformation. They can transform coltan in Rwanda. We don't have any place to transform coltan, but we have 80% of that. So they are coming to follow that. So now it's like we are fighting with them people that's buying coltan, because coltan is sold over here by Rwanda. That is causing trouble. And the money Rwanda is coming with to kill Congolese coming from here.
Okay, coming from.
So,
see what is your intake into that? Because I'm going to move forward now.
Yeah, my question. I hope I'm coming out well. My question is, it's partly answered, because that is when you have a country not ruled properly. Then you have all these inconveniences disturbing it. And I might maybe want to align with what you just said, that other interests are using Rwanda to destabilize Congo for them to steal their resources. You know, it could be. I mean, that's just like opinion. I don't have any proof of that. You know, I say it could be, and it could also be due to corruption. He just said that. I mean, Yannick just said that if you live in Kinshasa, which is the capital of DRC, you think you are living in another country. And if you go to the interland, the other regions, they don't feel Congolese. So if they see some external force coming into Congo, they want to back it up because, I mean, it's just natural. But the question he was asking before, I mean, what he was implying was, is there any way they can restructure the DRC to run more efficiently?
Yeah.
In your own view?
Yeah. So that's the point again that comes. We are into a point where we can say nowhere out, unless if Kinshasa itself, especially when this power sharing between coalitions in power, soon as I bring my village into the coalition in power, so I've got a blank check of doing anything I want to do, and even the president won't rebuke me for anything. It's just like a gang which is there. So Kinshasa is the problem number one because they don't take their responsibility. I was just going to say that it seems that there's no way out. And that's where this world balkanization of the Congo is trying to come to the lips of so many outsiders. But if Congo is still a country today, it's not because of the government in Kinshasa. It's because of the people of Congo who wants to stay together. Okay. Because I myself am from Eastern Congo, and if this nightmare of balkanization comes into my mind, I'll say, well, I know I've got 5 sisters, and the 5 sisters, they've both had husband from regions which are probably 3,000 kilometers away from my region. So that's how Congo is. So the unity of Congo is not because of the government in Congo, in Kinshasa. The unity in Congo is because everyone knows that he has a cousin in another province, even a province where he will never dream to be there. And we come to have cousin, aunt, and this. So that's what is keeping that spirit.
Well, that's very assuring. Thank you for bringing that, because we've been talking about doom and gloom all the time, and now
that's the gloom.
You are telling us about the spirit of the people.
Yes.
And it's the very fact that this country, which is being invaded, and everyone is looking to get something out of it.
Yes.
It's kept as it is because of the will and the desire of the people to be together. That is very powerful.
You find 2, 3, or 5 Congolese arguing, fighting, like they having knife one against the other. Yeah. But when you just talk about splitting Congo, they come together.
Okay, fantastic.
That's the thing. I mean, but that's not the government which is doing that. It's the spirit of the people. So to come back to the question, where you're saying, where is the way out of this situation? It's very hard because Kinshasa is part of the problem, is not part of the solution. People, they don't take their, what we call their job description seriously when it comes to Kinshasa. It's all about corruption and selfishness.
Leadership problem.
Absolutely. I'm just going to ask you, and it's a bit of, I hope it's you take it like lightly, because I'm with you in this. The question I'm asking, this is arguably one the richest country in terms of resources in the world, and this is God gave you this. No one else can rival you at all on this. Talking about the richest, arguably the richest country in the world, in terms of environment, in terms of minerals, name it, it's there. We just go and collect it. How that makes you feel having this, and then being in the situation, you guys, you should be the richest people in the world. How that makes you? I'm saying this, and I don't want that to be, misunderstood as I'm attacking you, because I have the same. I come from Sudan, which is not far from Kenya. Yeah. Okay, and I have a big country, resourceful as well, and it's failing its people. CY comes from Nigeria, biggest country in terms of country in the Africa in terms of economy and population, and he feels the same. So I'm just being curious into how that makes you feel. Probably just to bring this discussion to an end as humans, as how that to you guys.
No, I can add something on top of that to say that there is a problem for leadership as well. Election has been running with corruption. The people we have in power are maybe the people that shouldn't be there. So when they come in power, they just take money in their pocket. When I become a president today, all my family, all my friends, they come around me. We take, and then we became rich. That's it. That's all they do. So taking care of people in East part, sometimes they don't care about it, but they go there to get money. They send people there. For example, what you ask a question here? Why a teeny country? That's his question, I think. A teeny country like Rwanda can come and
keep Congo on its knees.
Yes. Why? Because a general being sent in the front there. How many people you have? I have 1,000 people. When you go there physically, there are only 400.
The rest is
and they're giving they're giving money for 1,000 people, but it's got only 400 people.
Sounds
so
Nigeria
money coming
all over.
Yeah.
That's what I'm laughing.
So the corruption, that's the problem. The leadership, they can't lead the country properly, from the top to the bottom.
That's an African problem, not
this problem. So is general everywhere in Africa.
For the question regarding how, because Rwanda, yes, it's just by politeness or being cautious. That's why we call it a country, but it's a microstate that you can, just with a car, you can go through Rwanda in one day and finish the tour of Rwanda. So how can a microstate keep a mega state on its knee for over 30 years? You know, the population of Rwanda is below 12 million. And Congo...
That's a population of Kinshasa, I think.
That's it. Kinshasa has got 14 million.
14, 15 million.
How on earth 12 million can keep 100 plus million on their knees? Guys, I always say that even if you give Swaziland or Lesotho all the ammunition from heaven, from where they won't take over, keep South Africa.
If I hope that you two, I don't want any Rwandese out there, I hope this is,
it's an humiliation.
We don't by any means want to belittle what they have achieved by any means, but we are looking at proportions and how and what is going on. I hope this is not going to offend any of Rwandese listeners out there, and it's not belittling or the country by any means. I don't want that to be insulting by any means.
No,
but we are looking at
just comparison.
Yeah. We're just making a comparison
in terms of population.
Okay. See why that probably brings us to the issue that we always keep on repeating. There is no rich or poor country. There is no big or a small country. It's how good the country is run. Don't give me rich. It's a matter of how the country is run. Is that, again, this is verified the case?
It's one, that might be the case. But the other case is having something you cannot protect.
Yeah.
Because no matter having the resources and everything, if you cannot protect what you've got, you can have a Russian coming to this country, start taking maybe their coal mine or whatever they have in this country, and the country will. No, they'll protect it, even right from the sky, from sea, anywhere. But in Africa, it's just open to everybody. You can go and take anything. And if you fail them, if you refuse them, they will send organized terrorism into your country.
Yeah.
I still say one thing. There is one thing lacking in the whole of continent. That is how to become nations. We are still countries. If we are a nation, if we are like in Nigeria being a nation now, it will be hard for an individual to take equivalent of 5 billion. And nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. And you have poverty. The people, some section of the country are so poor that you wonder, are these people from the same country?
A group of people taking money.
That's why other people come from outside and exploit. If Niger, a tiny country now, I mean, in comparison to size, wants to destabilize, like Rwanda destabilizing Congo, Niger will do it easily. Number one, you have cousins living in Nigeria and living in Niger, northern Nigeria, and so on. Yeah. They will not even go to war in the first place. So what you've just to round up, what you've just said before, it's not only Congolese problem, it's an African problem.
Okay.
It's an African problem.
Thank you very much. We'll come just about 5 or 10 minutes. We'll come back to you after this break. Please, if you have any views or want to put your views across to us in the studio or by WhatsApp, the number here in the studio is 0161 248 6767, and the WhatsApp number is 074 555 95952. Please give us a link, and we'll just have a short break and we'll come back. Actually, hopefully this will be the concluding remarks of the two Congolese gentlemen we have here in the studio, Yannick and Raphael. And thank you very much for this contribution and very enlightening session you gave us today. Thank you very much.
Thank you to you. Hello? Hello?
Abonnez-vous sur notre chaîne avant de partir. N'oubliez pas d'appuyer sur la cloche, s'il vous plaît.